After college, I saved for a year or two and I started a hot dog business. That kind of led me into understanding how meat is processed. And what I found was just absolutely horrifying. The way that the beef is being raised commercially creates unnecessary health risks, and it creates a situation where unnecessary chemicals are necessary to be added to the beef in order to make it edible. When cows eat corn, it produces more E. coli in their stomach. And because we're mass producing cows, like literally they have these industrial feedlots where the cows don't eat grass and they're put in these little confined spaces. They don't even clean them, and they don't clean them when they go to slaughter. And so their poop is all over their hide, and that poop has E. coli in it, and it's mixed in with the meat. And so instead of actually changing the way that they raise cattle or trying to make it more sanitary, they said, you know, we're just gonna add ammonia and try to kill all the meat. And so like you have like 80% of ground beef, 70% of ground beef that's being produced this way, that you have all these chemicals mixed in with the meat because of the way that the meat is raised. That is happening because people just don't know. And the food industry is making sure that people don't know and that there's not real options available. When I started to do research and found out how extensive this system was with the quality of food, I actually decided, I came to a crossroads. I said, okay, I'm not adding anything crazy to my food here, but I'm serving this stuff. And so I'm actually a part of the problem. If I wasn't serving this food, these people wouldn't make profits to be able to continue doing this. And I said I had to look at myself squarely and say that I am a part of the problem. And I have no right to complain about the problem unless I become part of the solution. So ultimately, I ended up closing down my business. I lost the heart to do anything because I was serving kids. I was doing birthday parties. My wife was pregnant with my first child during it. And I was just like, I could not live with myself knowing that I'm giving people this kind of food, or if you even want to call it food. I literally lost everything because I wasn't able to find work for a year. I ended up selling all my assets just to try to pay bills, you know. It was really, really heartbreaking time. Like when I made this decision, people were well aware of it, and I didn't receive support. It wasn't anything like that. And that was hard. When you do the right thing and you lose outright, and nobody seems to care one way or the other that you're losing everything that you made. That's hard. It's really hard. And so I went through a period of depression and ended up moving up to Columbus, Ohio. I said that I'm not gonna let life hand me this defeat. I'm gonna rebuild my business. And I was like, if this problem that I'm experiencing with trying to find a natural product or a chemical-free product, if I'm experiencing this problem, there are other people that have to be experiencing this problem. There have to be other people that want better food and can't find it. After I did my research and started talking to these my suppliers, and they laughed at me, I tried to find better products. They weren't there. Like the organic products that they have were garbage. They weren't fit to be resold, you know, and to build a brand on. And if they were way too expensive for me to sell and try to make a living. You know, I would have had to sell a hot dog for $6, you know, and it just would not have worked. And so I said, there has to be other people that are experiencing this same phenomenon. And I was like, I'm going to solve this problem if I have to raise the cow myself. I actually started the business already. It's operating now. We sell locally sourced frankfurters and sausages. This is a very delicious way that we can actually deal with and create a better situation for everyone. And I'm all about delicious ways to solve problems.